Fewer wildfires in Utah are being sparked by people, according to a new report.
Yeah, governor's office states here Utah has seen a nearly 70% drop in fires caused by people. However, people are still responsible for about half of the fires that start in the state. The report calling for more education across the state to reduce human-caused fires. The analysis is a result of an order from Governor Spencer Cox earlier this year in an effort to bolster Utah's wildfire preparations.
Despite the drop, the state is preparing for a potentially busy wildfire season. But will cuts at the federal level impact our ability to respond? Investigator Daniela Rivera begins tonight's team coverage with the red flags and the reality we could see this summer.
January 2025.
Just pure devastation. I've never seen anything like this.
Hurricane-force winds fueled a path of destruction across Los Angeles.
Gusts up to 99 miles an hour.
Entire neighborhoods burned to the ground.
Thousands of people who lost their homes.
Devastation that Governor Cox hopes serves as a wake-up call for Utah.
We want to make sure that doesn't happen here, but let me assure you that it could happen here if we're not careful.
This fire season looks to be more active.
Basil Numerjeski is a fire forecaster with the Great Basin Predictive Services. He says last year's growth is this year's problem, and if Utah's monsoons come too late or too weak, it could raise fire risk above normal.
If they stay dry until the end of July or early August, that's an extra 2 or 3 weeks that those fuels can get extra crispy and fires that are ongoing can grow even larger.
The federal government is preparing to fight larger fires with fewer employees. In February, the Trump administration cut 3,400 employees from the Forest Service. None were full-time firefighters, but many were reserves. A judge restored their jobs, at least temporarily. Exactly how many are still there, they won't say. We reached out to the Forest Service, but we didn't get an answer.
I hope that, I'm wrong about the capacity issue.
Reva Duncan retired from the Forest Service in 2020 after more than 30 years. She's all for trimming bloat, but she says the federal cuts went too far and says they're more severe than the official numbers suggest.
I don't know how that we could ignore it when we know the numbers are already down. We know we don't have the people.
We asked Cox if he shares those concerns.
I don't have concerns when it comes to fire. We have bipartisan support, and the president has been very supportive as well. When I met with him back in January, we talked specifically about the fires. He'd been out in California and looked at what happened there, and was very supportive of making sure that we had additional resources to get that done.
But a new state report he commissioned does express concerns, saying, quote, potential federal budget cuts, particularly to the U.S. Forest Service programs, jeopardize critical efforts and personnel. Still, Cox and Utah fire managers are projecting confidence
as we enter this year,
saying they are fully staffed on the state level, entering the season as normal. Come later this summer, Duncan says that sense of security may go away.
When we're calling on Canada and when we're calling on Australia to help boost our workforce, I think we're going to see then the effects of fewer folks out there to help.
Daniela Rivera, KSL 5 News.